Oh, fuck me. You guys have a great view. I have a great view. We're all getting blessed today. Welcome to my hometown, baby. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my booktube channel called Die Reading. My name is Olivia. I don't know if I've ever said that on my channel ever before. It's been a month. I'm also sick. Look, I'm not gonna rehash it because we literally just did this like 2 videos ago, the book haul, where I said sorry for being gone for a month. By the way, there's another book haul coming. I just felt like recording a video, and I'm not at home, obviously, so I don't have my books, and so I wanted to make a video where I don't need my books. And I mean, like, I never really need my books, but if I'm making a haul, like, the whole point is that I have the physical book, so I might. And then there's also, like, there's special ones in there. So, today we're doing the Contradiction Tag. I will link the original video below and also put the creator on the screen. Or at least this is where I got it from. I think and hope it's the original. So, we're just gonna jump right into it. Number 1 is I love this genre, but I do not like this book. And for this one, I chose YA romance as the genre, and Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins as the book. I've said a little bit on my channel how much I dislike this book, but I haven't really gone in depth, and I actually found an old review that's like not on Goodreads. It's not like anywhere. Well, it is somewhere. It's like on a website that I made for myself to review books instead of just like doing it on Goodreads. But anyways, I found that old website and I found my review on it and I read it through, and it's so fucking funny to me. So I think I'm just gonna do a whole video like rereading my Anna and the French Kiss review and then like some of the comments that I wrote in the book, because I was writing paragraphs about how much I don't like that shit. It is getting real hot in here. Sorry if you can hear that. Number 2, I don't like this genre, but I liked this book. This is my edition, apparently. This is not a question, but I thought it should be. I don't like this genre, but I liked this book. The answer is YA mystery / thriller. I love mysteries and thrillers. I love YA books. Don't like them combined. It just doesn't do it for me. The stakes are super low. So for this, I chose One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I bought it because the series came out on Peacock, and I actually wasn't planning to ever read it just because I'd kind of written off YA mystery thrillers, but I was really enjoying the series, and I was like, okay, I just want to read the book before, because I always have to do that. I have to read the book before I watch something, and I will put off watching something for years until I read the book, okay? Wow, I'm really getting comfy here. The socks are coming off. Woo! Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yowza. 80-degree day. Oh, cool. What was I talking about? I don't know. Let's just move on. I read it. I liked it. Then I liked the show. That's kind of that. I rarely read this genre, but I love this book, is number 3, and the genre is fantasy, and the book is Fable / Namesake by Adrienne Young. I don't know if I've actually ever really talked about it on this channel. I think I might have mentioned it in like one video, maybe like a TBR or a wrap-up. I actually just read Namesake recently, but it's like a pirate fantasy, and I really liked it. I still don't think fantasy is the genre for me, but I really liked those 2 books, and I'd recommend checking them out. I don't really know how to give like a synopsis, so I'm just not. But it's a pirate fantasy, and it's really fun, and it's like a little romance too, and it's YA, so just check it out. Number 4, I love this trope, but I dislike this book. For this one, I have 2 choices. First and foremost, I have royalty. I don't know if this would really be considered like a trope, or like it's a subgenre, but I'm still counting it. I love royalty in books. I think it's so fun to read about. But I tried to read Tokyo Ever After by Amiko Jean, and it just wasn't the book for me. It was a little like too YA, and I just felt like nothing really excited me. It was just really forgettable to me. And the dialogue was pretty fucking cringy. Like, it was really cringy to read. The second one I have is Enemies to Lovers, and I chose The Shortest Distance Between Love and Hate by Sandy Hall. And I don't know if I've really ever talked about this book on my channel, like, ever, except for the unhaul, maybe. I did unhaul it, so yes. This is, like, probably my least favorite book I've ever read, and I don't really want to, like, put it on my channel all that much, just because it's a pretty unknown book. I think it has like 4,000 ratings on Goodreads. I will say none of the other ratings are particularly great. It was just, this one was also way too YA. It honestly felt more like a middle grade. Like, I just didn't like it. I'll probably do a whole video on like books I really dislike or something, so I'm not gonna get too much into it. Number 5, I hate this trope, but I loved this book. These are actually both historical fictions. I have 2. First one, I hate insta-love, as does everyone, I think. but I loved Lovely War by Julie Berry. It is very much insta-love, but I think there was charm to it in a way, but just like there's a certain charm where it's like it's narrated by Aphrodite, so it's very over romanticized, and it's very much like, I don't know, it's just like an over romanticized little like fairy tale historical fiction, but it's not. It's about the war, and it's very like real and raw and sad, but the love in it is very much, okay, sorry, I just got a really confusing text message. Story's like very sad and heartbreaking, but the love is very like fairy tale insta love, and it just works for me. The second trope, and I hate Nazi turned love interest. I said it, and it's one of my all-time favorite. So Wolf by Wolf and Blood for Blood, I will say he's not technically a Nazi, but in my mind, like, it doesn't really matter. It does not matter. He's fucking the face of Aryan Germany. I know. And if someone had told me before I read those books there's a romance between like the Aryan face of Germany and an escaped Jew, I'd be like, absolutely not. Why the fuck would I ever read that? But it's good. I do want to say this. I am not Jewish. I have looked around online for any like negative impacts that this book has had on Jewish readers, but I haven't really found anything. It's just kind of been like some reviewers being like, I don't like when World War II is turned into like a fun story, which that's valid. Obviously, if a Jewish person had a complaint about this book, that'd be very valid. I haven't found any complaints. However, I just don't think like I'm the person to say like, no, it's okay. Like, it's okay. So I won't say that it's okay, because I can't, but I will say that I enjoyed it. Moving on, number 6. I love this author, but I didn't like this book. And we have Jenny Honner. Jenny Han Will Always Have Summer. This is the finale, the third and final book in the trilogy of the Summer Trilogy. The first two were like 3-4 stars. Like, they were fun, but I was really expecting it to get better. Like, I was giving it higher ratings than I think I would have because I was expecting it to get a lot better. And then the last book was really not good. I didn't particularly love the last book in the To All the Boys trilogy either. It was just kind of boring. I just don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe I just don't like Jenny Han's third and finales? I don't know. Then we have I previously disliked a book by this author, but I loved this book. And I don't have an answer for this, which I guess tells me that I should probably like give authors second chances more often. I previously didn't love this book that much. I liked it a lot, but it wasn't like an all-time favorite. But then this next book that I read was an all-time favorite, if that makes sense. Basically, author Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read Daisy Jones and the Six, and I really liked it, but it didn't wow me like it wowed a lot of other people. And so that kind of brought my expectations down a little for The Seven Husbands, which I think they needed to be. No doubt my expectations would have been met no matter what. The thing is, my expectations were up here, right? And the book reaches that. When I bring my expectations down here, and now the book is going like way above and beyond, that's even better. That's even better. So I kind of liked that I read Daisy Jones and the Six first, and then it brought my expectations down just a little. Not because Daisy Jones was a bad book, just because I was like, okay, I didn't connect to this as much as everyone else, so maybe I won't connect to The Seven Husbands. I did, to say the least. I love this cover, but I didn't like this book. This is number 8. I have 3 answers. Number 1, Tokyo Ever After by Miko Jean. Again, I already talked about this. Beautiful cover, and that's why it's still on my shelf, because I'm like, it's so fucking pretty. But We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. That whole trilogy, the like new covers are just so cute, but not good. And 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. Again, I was so pulled into the concept of this book, and the cover and everything about it just seemed like it would work out, and it just wasn't for me. And in my spring wrap-up, you guys will get a whole list of reasons why 7 Days in June was not for me. But I do understand why people love it. I don't like this cover, but I loved this book. Wolf by Ryan Groden, Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen, and Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett. Just in general, Sarah Dessen needs to like shape up her book cover. She has been with the last like 2. The rest of the story with the blue and the yellows, so good. But yeah, I think that's it for the Contradiction Book Tag. Hopefully this turned out okay. Hopefully I don't get canceled for liking a Nazi turned love interest book. Guys, I don't like saying it either, okay? I'm embarrassed too. Anyways, we gotta go. Oh, fuck.